Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chiefs Kingdom Central, where we dive deep into the heart of Kansas City football. Picture this, you're Patrick Mahomes, the wizard of the gridiron, slinging passes like arrows from a bow, but who's got your back when the walls come crashing down? What if I told you that in the heat of battle against one of the NFL's fiercest defenses, a total unknown, a rookie who never even touched a football in high school, steps up and becomes the unsung hero? That's the story unfolding right now in Arrowhead, folks, and it's got all the makings of a classic Chiefs comeback tale. Buckle up, because we're breaking it down, Chiefs style. Let's set the scene from Sunday's showdown at Arrowhead Stadium, that roaring fortress where the sea of red turns up the volume to earthquake levels. The Kansas City Chiefs faced off against the Houston Texans in a gritty defensive slugfest, ending in a 20-10 loss for the home team. But hold on, don't let that score fool you. This wasn't just any game. It was a test of resilience for a Chiefs offensive line that's been hit harder than a linebacker blitz this season. Patrick Mahomes, our two-time MVP quarterback who's rewritten the record books with his no-look passes and Houdini escapes, has been playing behind not one, but two rookies at left tackle for most of the year. And get this, for all but one snap in this matchup, it wasn't the first-round draft pick holding down the fort. No, it was ESA Pole, pronounced Suhpohle, a rookie making his NFL debut, thrust into the fire after never playing high school ball. Can you imagine? From zero experience to protecting the blind side of the league's most dynamic QB against the #1 ranked defense. That's the kind of underdog story that makes football the greatest sport on earth. Now, let's rewind to how this all went down. Just 5 seconds into the game, blink and you'd miss it. Starter Wanya Morris gets rolled up on during Isaiah Pacheco's run, courtesy of a tangle with center Creed Humphrey. Morris limps off with a lower leg injury, and who's jogging into the huddle? ESA Pole, the fourth-string tackle who was barely on the radar a week ago in Dallas. With Jawan Taylor sidelined by a triceps issue, veteran Jalen Moore shifting to right tackle, and Josh Simmons out for the season with a wrist surgery, the Chiefs' line was a patchwork quilt held together by sheer grit. Pole played 63 out of 64 offensive snaps. Folks, that's endurance. And he didn't just survive, he thrived. Against studs like Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr., two of the most ferocious pass rushers in the game, Pole and the line kept them sack-free. Mahomes had time to launch bombs downfield, nearly connecting on a 48-yard touchdown to Tyquan Thornton if not for a stellar breakup by Texans corner Kamari Lassiter. What an unbelievable play that was, but it highlights how this battered unit gave the Chiefs a fighting chance late in the third quarter. Diving deeper into the analysis, let's talk about what this means for the Chiefs' high-octane offense, led by the dynamic duo of Mahomes and tight end Travis Kelce, who, by the way, is chasing history with his 9th straight 1,000-yard season, tying him with legends like Tony Gonzalez. The offensive line has been the Achilles heel this year, with injuries piling up like penalties in a rivalry game. Remember, this is a team that's won 3 Super Bowls in the last 5 years, including back-to-back rings, thanks to that explosive attack. But protecting Mahomes is priority one. He's thrown for over 4,000 yards again this season, with 25 touchdowns despite the chaos up front. ESA Pole's performance? Solid technique, quick feet, and a mental toughness that belied his inexperience. He leaned on his coach's prep, battling butterflies and Houston's deep rotation of ballers. As Pole himself said in the locker room, "First time in my life. It kind of happened in the blink of an eye. And on that divine intervention angle, that's just the grace of God, just keeping me ready and showing me the ropes. I owe it all to him and his grace." Humble words from a guy who went toe-to-toe with the best and came out swinging. Head coach Andy Reid, the mastermind behind so many Chiefs miracles, think of those come-from-behind wins in the playoffs, praised the line's battle. "They battled against one of the best defensive lines in the league," Reid said post-game. "It was respectable there for what they were dealing with. Some of the guys hadn't practiced in there very much, so it's good for them." Mahomes echoed that, tipping his cap. "I thought that ESA played his tail off for being a guy that had to kind of get activated and be on the roster and go up against one of the best pass rushers in the league. They did a great job giving me time to throw the ball down the field in big situations." Early hiccups aside, this line held up, allowing Pacheco to grind out yards and keeping the pressure off just enough to keep the game competitive. To put this in historical context, let's flash back to the Chiefs' storied legacy. This franchise, born in 1960 as the Dallas Texans before moving to Kansas City in '63, has always been about innovation and heart. From the days of Len Dawson quarterbacking them to a Super Bowl IV win, to the ferocious defense led by Derek Thomas in the 90s. Remember his NFL record 7 sacks in one game? The Chiefs have overcome adversity time and again. Arrowhead Stadium, opened in 1972, isn't just a venue. It's a thunderdome with a crowd noise once registered at 142.2 decibels, louder than a jet engine. And those AFC West rivalries? Oh man, the Raiders with their black hole hatred dating back to the AFL days, the Chargers' high-flying offense clashes, and the Broncos' mile-high battles, they fueled some of the most epic moments in NFL history. This season's O-line woes echo the 2018 rebuild, when Mahomes took over and turned a middling unit into a powerhouse. Looking ahead, this loss drops the Chiefs to 9-4, still atop the AFC West, but it tightens the race with the Chargers lurking. Implications? Huge for the playoffs. If Morris and Taylor heal up, Poles' reps could make him a valuable depth piece, bolstering a line that's key to another Super Bowl run. Predictions? I see the Chiefs bouncing back against the Broncos next week. Mahomes lights it up for 300 yards, and the defense, led by Jones and Trent McDuffie, forces turnovers. But if injuries linger, it could mean leaning on rookies more, testing that championship medal. Experts are buzzing. Could this be the spark for a three-peat? With Mahomes at the helm, anything's possible. And tying into pop culture, think of it like Taylor Swift cheering from the suites, Swifties and Chiefs fans uniting, turning games into events. Folks, that's the pulse of Chiefs football. Resilient, electric, and always entertaining. If you're a fan, rally up for the next clash. Grab your red gear, hit Arrowhead, or tune in here for more breakdowns. Chiefs Kingdom, stay strong. We're not done yet. What do you think? Will Pole become a staple? Drop your thoughts below. Until next time, this is your Chiefs anchor signing off. Go Chiefs!